now I get to say, yeah, when I was 18, I traveled to see Fall Out Boy alone and saw them twice, and once for free. And I just think that's like really cool. Hi everyone, my name is Eileen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a really exciting little story time for you. I basically went on my first ever like solo road trip to see my favorite band, Fall Out Boy, not once, but twice. This was actually my 5th and 6th time seeing them. I've been seeing them since 2016 when I was 11, and now I'm 18, and I really wanted to get some really good seats because in the past, like, you know, they'd been decent, but I wasn't like out here spending a bunch of money on them or anything. But this time, definitely spent quite a bit. So when I bought these tickets, I got VIP tickets, which was supposed to come with like some merch and like a separate entrance and stuff like that. And I don't really have any Fall Out Boy fans that are friends, or friends who could like afford to spend that much on a ticket because like I said, it was pricey, but I do work for my money, and you know, I figured it was nice to treat myself a little to my favorite band. So I did have to go alone on this journey, and I was a little scared. I've definitely never done anything like this before, but I feel like it did pay off in the end, spoiler alert. So when I embarked on this journey, I had class like right before, so I went to class and then I loaded up the car and I set off on a 4-hour drive to go see them. Today I'm going on my first ever solo road trip, and I am also going to see my favorite band, Fall Out Boy, for like the 5th time, I think? I don't know, but I'm really excited. I have about a 4-hour drive there, and I just left. I'm already ready for the concert. As you can see, I'll show you the fit in a little bit, but I'm basically going to listen to Fall Out Boy's entire discography, and then we're going to go to the concert, and I'm so excited, and I really hope they play a good surprise song. So I started driving, and honestly, it wasn't so bad. I did have like a couple of moments where I was like feeling a little lonely, but most of the time it was pretty good, and I had some yummy snacks. I had some M&Ms. I stopped only like once, but it was just like a quick little rest stop moment. For the most part, it was just like kind of nice. It was actually really nice sitting there looking at like the open horizon, knowing like I'm about to go have such a fun night, and like I'm on my way to go do that. Then I got there and my mood changed just a little. I was very aware that I was parking alone, that I had to walk alone, like that I was going alone. I didn't know anyone, so I was like a little nervous when I was parking my car. I called my mom, stuff like that. But once I got in there, it was pretty okay, except for the fact that there was all of a sudden, as soon as I got there, a bunch of lightning started happening, and so we went on weather watch and no one was allowed to enter. So I didn't get to go through the VIP entrance, I didn't get the VIP merch, like it was just kind of a bummer, but it's okay. I mean, I just sat there under like a little tent while it rained for a little while, and then eventually they let us all back in, and I was able to sneak in a little poster that I wrote because Fall Out Boy does these surprise songs, and I really wanted them to play a surprise song they had done the night before. They didn't, but it's okay. As soon as I got there, there was like no lines for merch, so I went straight in, bought this shirt and another shirt, and I spent a lot of money on that, but it's okay. Anyways, the bands were starting to play, and I wasn't super into the opening bands. Like I feel like I probably could have been, but I just like wasn't exactly in the mood. So I just kind of like walked around. I went to the bathroom, then I went to go find my seats, and oh my god, the seats were so worth it. I was so close to them. Like whenever there was fire on stage, I could feel the fire. It was so awesome. For some songs, I did stand up like on my seat, which I typically don't do because I feel like really bad for the people in the back, but I did it like for 2 songs, and when I did that, I was like meeting the eyes of the members in Fall Out Boy. Like they were looking at me directly. It was so cool. And I was like just having a blast singing along. I was a little bit like stressed the whole time though, because I was very aware I'm alone. I'm gonna have to walk back. I'm gonna have to drive back. I needed gas, actually, which was like the biggest like, ugh. But it ended up being okay. And I tried not to think about it during the concert. I was really just trying to like have so much fun. And I took some really cool photos, I feel like, on my little camera, which was so nice. And it was like nice to have a little one that I could bring in with me. Props to Fall Out Boy, like their show was so amazing. You should definitely go see them if you ever get the chance. Then the night ended. It was so good. I feel like Patrick Stubbs saw me like do my hand hearts at him because I was standing up. He had to see it, and he smiled directly at me. And look, I'm just gonna say that, like, I feel like I had a moment. We smiled at each other, like, it was a sleigh moment. So then I went back to my car and I got gas, which was really scary, but it's okay. I like did it really quickly. And I spent the night at my grandparents' house. The concert was so good. I have this tradition where I always go to sleep with the new merch that I bought. So this is one of the shirts. I got it in a large. It's kind of weird to have their faces on me, to be honest, but I really liked the back. It just like has all the dates on it, so thought it was cute. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit the hay now. In the morning, I was super exhausted. Like, I was emotionally exhausted, I was physically exhausted, and I woke up and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do the second show. That seems like a lot, and I just want to like go back, take a shower, chill. So I'm driving my 4-hour drive, and I hit this like town where I'm 1 hour from Tampa and 2 hours from where I need to be. And I'm like, holy crap, like, it's hitting me like, what if I regret not going to the second show? Like, what if I go and have the best night of my life? And so then I was like, okay, I need to pull over. On one hand, like, I could totally go to this concert and like have so much fun, but on the other hand, like, it would be more money, it would be more driving, I'd have to drive back at night, like, I don't have anywhere to stay, and so it was like a little scary. And at this moment, like, you know, I definitely wish that I was with some friends or something, or that I knew some friends going and that I would like make me feel at ease. But alas, you know, I was a solo traveler at this moment, and I wasn't gonna let that stop me. So I decided to go get some real food, and I went to a Chipotle, and I ate a burrito, and I sat there and contemplated some more, and I was really like having a bit of a crisis at this moment. So I decided to flip a coin. Heads I went, tails I didn't. It was heads, and I was like, oh, okay. So then I asked God or the universe or someone for a sign, and I was like, okay, if you want me to go, give me a sign. At that exact moment, somebody on Twitter was like, hey, I have a free ticket for Tampa. And I was like, oh my God, can I have it? And they were like, yeah. And so I got a free ticket. It was a lawn seat, and it was super far back because it was like general admission, but like it really did not matter at all because I was still having such a good time. I got there, immediately made some more friends than I did at the last show. I was feeling a lot more chill. I did have to like walk back and forth quite a lot because they wouldn't let me take my pepper spray in, which is unfortunate. I get it though. I kind of just was a lot more chill. I knew like what time Fall Out Boy went on. There was no weather delay this time, and the sunset was so pretty. Like it just like felt like it was gonna be a good night. So I got to the lawn, and I was actually in front of some girls that were having their first Fall Out Boy concert ever, and they were so excited, and it totally reminded me of my first Fall Out Boy concert ever, which is kind of like a weird sentence to say, but like I love this band so much, and like I love all their songs, and like it was just such a good time, and I basically just went wild on the lawn. Like, I was not stressed. I like cried while they were performing, and like I could hardly see them. They were like this little, but it didn't matter because I could like hear them very well, and I knew like the set lists and stuff. I felt like the second night was definitely like a little more chill. It wasn't like as good of like seating arrangements, but it's okay. Like, I feel like both nights were like good in their own ways, and they were both so fun, and I was so glad that like I decided to do it and like experience this, because now I get to say, yeah, when I was 18 I traveled to see Fall Out Boy alone and saw them twice, and once for free, and I just think that's like really cool. I was kind of proud of myself because, you know, I don't do things alone like this often, and like it is scary. Like the drive back, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was a little scary in the dark being alone, but you know, sometimes you do have to take risks in life, and I'm just hopeful that like sometimes it'll pay off, and sometimes you have to have a little bit of faith in this world also. If you are nervous about doing something alone, definitely take precautions. Like, I was very careful, but also, you know, it might be worth it. Like, it's your life, you only live once, and like, it was really fun. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and for just listening to me rant about my favorite band. I would do this all day, to be honest, and I'm just glad that I had a good time, and I hope that you guys have a good time doing something you love, and yeah, have a good day. Bye!